ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ Namaste, all of you. Welcome back to our continuing study of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha from the pages of Poojya Swamiji's, Poojya Swami Dayananda Saraswati's Geetha home study course. In these sessions, we are together studying and analyzing Shloka 47, the all important Shloka 47 of chapter 2. This chapter, an important chapter, the first teaching chapter of Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha, is titled Sankhya Yoga, which deals with the topic of knowledge. In this chapter, as I said earlier, we are under the guidance of Poojya Swamiji exploring and trying to understand the import of this important shloka number 47. I will read the shloka for the sake of continuity and then take our discussion forward from where we left in the last capsule. Shloka 47. Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phalaheturbhuh ma te sangostva karmani. In this important shloka, Lord Krishna really defines what karma yoga is. We saw that the running meaning of this important shloka is karmani eva adhikaraste, meaning you have a right. In fact, you have only one right, and that is the right to perform karma in keeping with the laws of dharma. Karmani eva adhikaraste. Ma phaleshu kadachana. You are not an adhikari over the karma phalam. Ma karma phala hetur bhuhu. May you not be the reason, may you not take it upon yourself that you are the cause of the karma phalam. All this we will understand more in detail and clearly through Poojya Swamiji's teaching. Ma karma phala hetur bhuhu mate sangostva karmani. Never be attached to not doing karma. We did see that there is an unseen, unknown factor that controls all the laws, who is the, not only the creator of the laws, but is also the controller of those laws. And it is our bounden duty to fall in line with the laws that have been put in place by this unseen power, about whom we will discover more as we study Shrimad Bhagawad Geetha. We looked at the example of a postman. Puja Swamiji used the example of a postman who is the one who carries the money, for example, that someone is sending you from somewhere month after month, and is the last man in the supply chain who hands over the money to you. It does not mean, however, that the postman is a benevolent person who goes about distributing money to everyone like a Santa Claus. We looked at this example in the last session. There is someone other than the postman who is to be thanked. Similarly, karma phala, the result is produced by the law, and the law itself is produced by another intelligent being. That all intelligent being, Brahman, is Ishvara. The Almighty Lord. With reference to the creation. He is the overlord. He is the overlord. In fact, the top man and the boss, not limited by time, space, or anything. We looked at all of this in the last capsule. The Veda comes in here to address the question of the author and his creation. From that Brahman alone, the five elements are born. Therefore, with reference to the creation, Brahman is considered to be Parameshwara. Not only is he Parameshwara, the author, the maker of the creation, Nimitta Karana, he is also the material. He is also the material. Not only is he the intelligent cause, he is also the material cause of this grand universe. This is another important point. Because Jagat, the world, the universe, is mithya, having no independent existence apart from Brahman. Because Jagat, the world, is mithya, having no independent existence apart from Brahman, it requires only a mithya cause called Maya. Important statement. Because Jagat, the world, is mithya, having no independent existence apart from Brahman, it requires only a mithya cause called Maya. Mithya means that which does not have independent existence of its own. Swami Paramarthananda often gives the example of moonlight on a bright Paurnami night. On a Paurnami night, we see the moon aglow, radiant, brilliant. And we call the moon's light as moonlight. Whereas we know for sure that the moon does not have any light of its own. This being the case, where does the moon derive its luminosity from? At night, the sun is not visible, it is unseen. Yet, we know because of our understanding of our planets and satellites of our solar system, we know that the moon doesn't have light of its own. It is dependent for its luminosity from another factor, which is the sun, which does not depend on its luminosity on anything else. It is self luminous and other illuminating. Similarly, this Jagat, this Jagat is called Mithya because it doesn't enjoy independent existence of its own. For its existence, it depends upon another important unseen factor. That factor is Brahman, who lends existence just as the sun lends its radiance to the moon, and the moon on a Paurnami night is capable of illuminating the earth. Maya, also being Mithya, has no independent existence apart from Satya Brahman. Whereas Satya does not depend upon anything for its existence. Clearly explained through the sun and moon example. by Swami Paramarthananda. In Maya, there is Satya. In Maya, there is Satya. Maya is, when you use the word is, that isness points to the Satyam Brahma that is present in Maya. In fact, there is no other thing other than isness. Everything else is just name, form, and function. In Maya, there is Satya. Being Mithya, the Jagat is also Satya, and so are we. It is not that originally there was Brahman and now we have to cross over everything to reach that Brahman. Everything is Brahman. Is, the word is. Reveals the presence of Brahman. Is meaning existence. Everything is Brahman. Brahmaivedam Jagat Sarvam. Brahmanonyanna Vidyate. Brahmanyat Bhati Chain Mithya Yatha Marumarichika, says Adi Shankaracharya in his Atma Bodha. Everything is Brahman. Later, we are going to see that Brahman is none other than me in my higher nature. Wherever there is Mithya, there is Satya. And that Satya is the Adhishtana, the basis for everything. That Satya is the Adhisthana, the basis for everything. Therefore, that Parameshwara, who is Param Brahma, who is the Nimitta Karana, cause of the creation, who is Sarvajna, omniscient, and Sarvashaktiman, omnipotent, is also the Upadana Karana, material cause of the creation. Material cause of the creation. Therefore, that Parameshwara, who is Param Brahma, who is the Nimitta Karana, cause, the intelligent cause of the creation, who is Sarvajna, omniscient, and Sarvashaktiman, omnipotent, is also the Upadana Karana, the material cause of the creation. Thus, he is not only the maker of the results of action, but also the very law. Not only the maker of the results of action, but also the very law, the very result of action, in fact. Because our topic is Karma Yoga, because our topic is Karma Yoga, we will not go beyond this point here, since to do so becomes jnana. interesting and important. Because our topic is Karma Yoga in this shloka, in these portions, we will not go beyond this point here, since to do so becomes jnana. We say then that Ishvara is the maker of the laws and that the laws are not separate from him. Ishvara is the maker of the laws and that the laws are not separate from him. The result of action coming as they do from the laws that are not separate from Ishvara, the Lord, come from Ishvara. They come, the results come from Ishvara. It is this recognition of Ishvara that converts the simple samatva to karma yoga. Simple samatva is converted to karma yoga. Without Ishvara, what we have been discussing is nothing more than a pragmatic approach to life. Without Ishvara, what we have been discussing is nothing more than a pragmatic approach to life. But here, we are dealing with a purely religious approach, which is entirely different because it recognizes Ishvara, the Lord. Who is the karma phala data, giver of the results of action, and oneself, ourselves, as only the doer of action, karma karta. Therefore, to be a karma yogi, one has to accept Ishvara. To be a karma yogi, one has to accept Ishvara. Let us continue our study of this important shloka number 47 in the upcoming capsules and take it forward. Hari Om.